What is up, guys? JR is back, and for the last time of the year, with one question. Are you ready for the Juggernaut? You better damn hope so, because I've got one last battle for you guys for the year, and the new year starts in 20 minutes, at least in my part of the US. I have got for you a very special standard UU match. I'm sorry, guys. I really wanted to get a special going, but unfortunately things just didn't work out that way. So for you guys, instead, I just have a standard UU match I got yesterday. Another good match I got with the same UU team I showcased for you yesterday. Good team. Again, I think did well here, just like in a lot of the battles I got in yesterday. Bottom line, I think you guys will enjoy this battle. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope everyone has a wonderful upcoming year, and since I don't want to waste your time anymore, as I said, without further ado, let's get to the battle. Alright, so I'm going to be leading off with my Don Fantasy. Leads off with this Blastoise. I'm just going to lead off with these Stealth Rocks here because, I mean, it's a Blastoise. You know, whatever. He's going to pull an immediate switch, though, into Heracross just to activate his Flame Orb, and then he's going to go back to Blastoise. Which I thought was a good strategy, actually, because he's able to, now he won't have to wait a turn to get his Guts boost. Now he's going to go into I'm going to go into Mismagius. He's not going to see the Thunderbolt coming, and I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to pull off a crit, which is going to take him out, but it's whatever. Now I'm going to go into Azumarill. Now he's going to go into Umbreon. I'm going to switch into Azumarill. He sees the superpower coming, though, which is a pain. And switches into Cresselia, but I predict him to switch, so I just go straight up for the Waterfall. I'm Toxic, though, and the Toxic damage is going to rack up. And seeing how much damage the Waterfall did, I am not comfortable with it, and I'm also seeing the fact that I'm not faster, so he can just heal off the damage. I'm figuring at this point the best thing to do is to either stay in, is to either switch or just do as much damage as I can. I decided to do the latter because I don't see much reason to keep my Azumarill around. And to my surprise, this is another bit of hacks I get. I get a crit on the Aqua Jet, and now his Cresselia is no longer in my way, which is great. It's just fantastic. I know that the hacks is definitely bothersome, but unless he was planning to go for the Moonlight there, it wouldn't have really mattered at all. He's going to go into Heracross. Now I go into Donphan. He's going to go for the Mega Horn. It's going to do a lot of damage, but I'm still going to live and get some damage in with Earthquake. And I try to go for the Ice Shard, thinking he's just going to take me out again, but Ice Shard doesn't take him out, and he actually switches his attack next to the Stone Edge. And that's not going to take me out, but and as a result, I'm going to be able to take him out with his second Ice Shard. But he's going to Revenge Kill me now with his Chandelure, which, rather unfortunate, but Donphan got in some work, so that's what matters. Assuming this thing is choiced, or just thinking, you know, this is my specialty defensive Zapdos, I can do some damage. I go into it. I go for the Thunderbolt on his, you know, on the Chandelure, but he switches into Umbreon. So, yeah, I can't really do much this thing, so I figure I'll switch into Shaman, best thing I can do. He goes for the Toxic, which thankfully works out, for me since, you know, I have the natural cure and all. I'm going to go for the Leechy, though, because I figure, you know, if I want to Leechy something, it better be Umbreon. And now that that's been done, I'm going to switch into my Victini, but he's going to pull a double switch into his Chandelure, so he can get the recovery from the Wish. I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt here on his Chandelure, and I figured he was choice, but he turns out he's not. He has lefties, so he's going to pull off a Substitute, but that's not really going to help him all that much because, in spite of the fact he's going to be able to get off a Shadow Ball, I live with a very sliver of HP, so I am going to be able to go for the Fusion Bolt, predicting him to do something. I don't know. I just thought that was the safer move to switch out, even if he, you know, in case he decided to switch into Umbreon, even though I wouldn't die from that case. Oh, whatever. I'm going to go into my Mismagius now. This is where I'm wishing I had Hidden Power Fighting. I did change that shortly after this battle, but either way, I'm going to get some nice damage on this Umbreon. But now that I know that as the payback, I can't go for the Substitute and Nasty Plot shenanigans, so that's unfortunate. I'm going to go into Zapdos here, thinking I could probably two-shot this thing with a Thunderbolt, but I must have miscalculated the damage because I realized it's a one-shot. But now he goes into Registeel, and I'm thinking I have no idea how the hell I'm going to deal with this thing because it is a pain. But luckily, I do have the substitute on my Zapdos as well, and I do also carry the Heat Wave, which is going to work to my advantage because now I'll be able to get in some nice super effective damage. But it's still going to be a 4-hit KO on this thing, which, it's frustrating. And because Zapdos doesn't have a ton of HP, Seismic Toss will be enough to break the sub. So, yeah, I'm going to just keep going for Heat Waves, though, because I know there isn't much he can do to me damage-wise. Even if he can break my subs, I don't think he's going to try to go for the Thunder Wave because it's not going to do much for him. But now he predicts the Heat Wave and just goes into Chandelure. I don't know why he didn't do this earlier. I honestly should have predicted that in a way, but whatever. I'm still figuring I can live a Flamethrower from this thing because it's lefties as opposed to Specs or Life Orb. And I do. I live with a small margin, and I'm going to finish off with a Thunderbolt, which means all he's got left is Registeel. And as you can see from that range, I will easily be able to finish that thing off with a Heat Wave. However, me being a dumbass, I decided to go for a Roost, totally forgetting about that. But you know what? It's okay because I am still going to come off with the narrow 2-0 victory because I'm going to finish this thing off with 2 Heat Waves. He is going to get off the Thunder Wave here, but at this point I don't care because, I mean, it's a freaking Registeel. I don't really have much to worry about. So yeah, I get a Heat Wave off. I think this is the turn. Yeah, he's going to get off. One more Seismic Toss. And yeah, I'm going to finish him off with the Heat Wave. And that is going to be good game. So great game, Steez. In case I didn't mention the username before. So yeah, last battle. Sorry, it was a little hectic at times. But this was a fun match. Hacks did definitely play a part, unfortunately. But that's just what happens. So I have about 15 minutes to get this thing uploaded in front of you guys. So since I want to get that done quickly and efficiently and correctly, and bye everybody, have a great new year.